Most people never think about plumbing until something quits working. But on every apartment project, there's an entire plumbing system hidden beneath the concrete, inside the walls, above the ceilings, and on the roof. Today I'm taking you from an empty piece of dirt all the way to a completed apartment community, showing you how we built the plumbing system from start to finish. Every project starts with careful planning. Before a single pipe goes into the ground, we verify building layout, elevations, and fixture locations using our engineered plans. Getting these first measurements right is critical because every phase that follows depends on this layout. Once excavation begins, we install the underground sanitary sewer system. Every pipe must maintain the proper slope so wastewater flows by gravity. Each vertical pipe sticking up from the ground marks the future location of a plumbing fixture, floor drain, or vent. Once the concrete is poured, moving one of these pipes can become extremely expensive. After the sanitary system is complete, we install the underground domestic water piping. This system will eventually supply every kitchen, bathroom, laundry room, and water heater throughout the building. Pressure testing is completed before the slab is poured. With the underground plumbing approved, the building is ready for concrete. When the slab is finished, every pipe coming through the floor must be exactly where it belongs. From this point forward, the entire plumbing system is built around these stub-ups. As framing progresses, we install the sanitary waste and vent piping. Unlike water piping, drainage depends entirely on gravity, so maintaining proper grade throughout the building is essential. Next comes the domestic cold water and hot water piping. These lines are routed throughout the building to supply every plumbing fixture. A clean mechanical installation makes future maintenance much easier. One interesting thing about this project involved the laundry facilities. Every apartment included its own washing machine connection, but the community also had a separate public laundry room with 4 coin-operated washers. Although the washing machines were essentially the same, the city required a lint interceptor in the public laundry room, while none were required for the washers inside the apartments. It's a great reminder that local code interpretations can vary from one jurisdiction to another, so experienced contractors always verify local requirements before construction begins. Before insulation and drywall, every water system is pressure tested. Every drain and vent system is tested as well. Finding a leak now is easy. Finding one after drywall is installed is another story. Once finishes are complete, we begin installing the plumbing fixtures, water closets, lavatories, kitchen sinks, bathtubs, water heaters, and every remaining trim component. This is when months of rough plumbing finally become a finished plumbing system. The final inspection is where every phase comes together. Inspectors verify that every fixture operates correctly, drainage flows properly, vents function as designed, and all code requirements have been satisfied. Only then is the building ready for occupancy. Most people only see the finished faucets and toilets. What they never see are the hundreds of hours spent underground, inside the walls, and above the ceilings building the systems that make modern buildings work every day. Thanks for following along on another DP&M Services project. If you enjoy seeing how commercial plumbing is really built, consider subscribing. And let me know in the comments. What's the most unusual plumbing code or inspection requirement you've ever run across?